And welcome back to Ozarks Live. We're here with Janet Chihocky, author of Chapter 11, Facing It, I Did Too. And thank you for being here today. We do appreciate that.
Thank you, Tom. It's great to be here.
Give us the elevator speech of yourself, if you will.
Started the company when I was 27, 32, 6 months after 9/11, kabam. Thought I was going to lose it all, much like a lot of people are facing today now after the impacts of COVID, right? 19. Anyway, an accountant told me, you're not going to make it. You need to file for Chapter 11. And that's tough to hear.
I would imagine that's
tough to hear.
A gut punch.
It is. It is.
Okay, then what led you then to writing this book? Because obviously you don't write a book without the experience if it's going to be a good book.
Right.
So what led you then to write this book?
There's so many nuances in the book that reads like a novel, truth be told.
Okay.
But I went against his advice. I didn't file, but how I came out of it, when people start reading the book, no one can figure out the ending, and that's what I love about it.
Oh, okay.
It really is unexpected.
All right, then what was your inspiration? Because, I mean, being hit with, you got to file for bankruptcy, after years and blood, sweat, tears into this business, what was your inspiration to lift yourself out of that, to write, to end up by writing this novel?
Well, I was raised pretty well, and it was with a wooden spoon, not with a silver spoon, I can tell you that.
Got it.
But you know what? I didn't want to owe anybody a debt. And I stayed in business long enough. I said, I'm going to stay in long enough for everyone to get paid off, and then I'll quit and go do something else. And that was 18 years ago. I'm still doing it.
And
everyone's paid off, trust me.
Well, good on you, because so many people, they just try to skate on something like that. It is true. And I notice you looking up a lot. You did find inspiration in a plan, greater than yours or mine.
To some, he's a supreme being. To me, he's my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And I had to, so I can't hide my faith because it's who I am. And I can tell you this, I've lived long enough to tell you that he's real. And so this book, this story, what happens in this book, it's like it doesn't happen. Like the way I was rescued, it doesn't even make sense.
How are you guided? How are you? I mean, that's a huge open-ended question, but on a personal level, how were you guided in the steps you've taken since then?
Couple things. Number one, put people in your life that you're willing to listen to, regardless of how the tone might be harsh, the words might be factful, but usually they're true. Listen to them. Number one, listen to them. Don't be afraid to listen. Number one. Number two, there's always that inner part of all of us. You've got to dig, you've got to find that well, and you've got to hold on to it while you're getting through the tough times.
And I know 9/11 was kind of a benchmark for you. This happened after 9/11?
6 months after.
How did that relate? Because the world is in turmoil at that time. Your problem to other people are minuscule at that point.
Well, it was, but look at, tens of thousands of small businesses didn't make it. Look at what happened in the travel business and things of that nature. And so our economy, like it is right now, was devastated, completely devastated. And so the business dried up. And so, but again, it happened about 6 months later.
This book will be kind of a guidepost for people if they find themselves in similar situations. I'm assuming it doesn't have to be just bankruptcy, but just a bankruptcy of maybe your life as you know it.
Life as you know it.
Where can people find your book?
I encourage them to go onto Amazon.com. They can get the book. And I can say this, I'm just an actress in the play, but I wrote the book because I want to help other people. And and listen, I didn't come from family means. I don't think most people do. So if you want to read a story of encouragement, inspiration, a lot of hard work, but a lot of unexpected deliverance, you'll want to read this book.
All right. Janet Chihocky, thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you, Tom.
You can find it on Amazon, right?
Amazon.
There it is. Thank you so much. Up next, we get to check in with New York Live for the upcoming Virtual Man Show. Don't want to miss it. We'll be right back.